Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Meti and this is episode 8? Yes, episode 8 of the Battleship Brawl tournament. In this episode we have the Alice Protected Cruisers by Obscure facing off against the Pravda fleet by Magma 8520. These things have quite a few guns on them. But anyway, this will be an interesting match to go. It's a both dual entry, dual ship entry. So we'll see how the how this plays out. Round 1, start. Both ships have also have alternate spawns set up with their spawn sticks, and the Pravda fleet gets the first volley off, and that's quite a few high explosive shells coming in, but they're not going to hit because of the turns. Oh, are they going after the... It looks like they may have actually been going after the spawn stick. But geez, they got 3 volleys off before the Alice Protected Cruisers got off 1. That rate of fire is going to be a problem for the Alice Protected Cruisers again. Oh, and it's not a magma... It's not a magma entry if there isn't, you know, collision and friendly fire. Oh, those shells doing some serious damage to a couple of the guns there, but the Pravdas have plenty. They're just raining in the high explosives over here. Doesn't seem to be doing all that much damage to the hull itself. These protected cruisers have pretty good armor, it seems. But oh, something big just got hit there, lifted the ship out of the water. Yeah, it looks like some losing some side armor here. Each shell isn't doing a whole lot, but there's so many shells. Okay, let's see how the Pravdas are doing. No, they've lost a lot of guns. And hey, look, there's the friendly fire. I said it's not a magma entry without friendly fire. Oh, oh boy. It looks like the Pravdas took the zero effort meta breaker approach and made a ton of guns on an extremely lightly armored and fragile frame. And it looks like that Pravda is definitely going to despawn soon. Yeah, it's already despawning. The other one's still alive, but it's lost a good half of its guns. Oh, actually, it's lost more than that. Some of them are not turning to face the enemy. I don't know if they just can't make that arc or if they've been damaged. Well, they'd be facing straight forward again if they were damaged, so that apparently they just can't make that turn. And oh, jeez. Oh, man. Pravda's getting wrecked by these pen depth fuses. Yeah, the Alice Protected Cruisers have quite a few guns on them. Looks like there's 10 each, so 20 total guns. So this one looks like it has lost all but 2 of its guns from the storm high explosive the Pravda fleet was firing. And yep, that's it. The Pravda fleet has been defeated. That was a short and sweet battle, but with how fragile the Pravda is, or the Pravdas are, I guess I should say, since it is a fleet entry, it's not a surprise that, you know, their battles are probably going to be really fast. Like, they're either going to kill their opponent quickly or they're going to die because they are very fragile. So, Protected Cruisers. Alright. And get the clock reset. Round 2, start. If this goes as quickly, I may be able to squeeze in another 3-fight episode, but then the second one would have to be just as quick. Oh no, we will see. It's like, I wonder if the Pravdas are actually attacking the spawn stick here. It looks like they are, which is a shame. And the spawn stick was small, it was tiny, and even if it was designed as a distraction element, the Alice Protected Cruisers come in under the material limit, so it's totally legal. But if they fire off those first 2 volleys at one of the ships and blow up some of those guns before they come online, it would make a huge difference for them. Because yeah, see that those guns do not last long under that hail of fire. It does some significant damage. See, 2 volleys, and this thing's lost almost all of its guns. It's got 1 gun left after those 2 volleys. If those first 2 volleys had fired at it instead, it would have only gotten to fire with 1 gun. Because the first 2 volleys land before these things even fire a single volley. Oh, but this one is getting hurt pretty bad. It's down to 63%. It needs to switch targets and knock out the guns of the other one. 60%. %. The next volley will probably do it and cause it to despawn, but how much do the Pravdas have left? Because they can't take a hit, it seems. Yeah, they lose so many guns, so many blocks. I don't know if they're going to have the firepower left to defeat the remaining Alice protected cruiser. And now that they're at close range, they don't have the plunging fire to destroy the guns. And this one's shielding its brother. Nope, and friendly fire. No good. And oh, that one is despawning. One of the Alice protected cruisers have been defeated. And this one is getting shot up pretty good, but the Pravdas are very low on weaponry. Oh, jeez. Yeah, they take a hit and they just go up in pieces. Look at all those blocks. Just everywhere. Pieces of the ship flying. Uh-oh, it looks like the Alice protected cruiser has it lost all of its guns? It looks like it had. Oh, it's despawning. Did it get AI deaded? I'm not sure. I missed why it's despawning, but it is definitely despawning. Oh, wow. Maybe not going to get a 3rd round in here. The Pravda fleet stepped it up in round 2 here. Or a 3rd battle. There's currently a 1-to-1 battle. I love those. I love when it's not a super clear winner. Far more interesting. Alright, let's see. Pravda fleet. Clock reset. And start. I don't know why the Pravda fleet's going after this spawn stick. I think maybe it's set up to focus fire the smallest target first and to just keep firing on that one until it dies. Yeah, that's probably what it is, since it didn't switch targets from the other Alice cruiser. When it, it started losing blocks and losing guns, and a lot of ships would then switch targets at that point. Jeez, all those guns just getting annihilated by the storm of high explosive fire. Oh, and the Pravdas are running into each other again. Probably not the best idea, because then the Alices can score 2-for-1s, hit both ships in the same volley. Plus, it looks like they're designed to fire broadside. Not all of their weapons can fire when they're facing the enemy like this. Oh, it just takes one good little hit, and yeah, see, that's it. That gun is offline. Those ones are facing the wrong way, it looks like, and they're kind of... Oh! Well, it was already offline, but now it's also dead. Oh, and you can see a bunch of those shells actually bounced off the armor there on the off side of the Alice. The angle of impact was too shallow. Oh, and friendly fire, because it's a magma thing. It has to happen. More friendly fire. Oh, the naval AI in this game can be so silly sometimes. It looks like this match is going to end up going to the Alice's, because one Pravda is about to despawn. The other one is heavily damaged as it is. And one of the Alice's is at full strength and firing away with all of its weaponry. This one is almost sinking because it's underneath the enemy. It is officially sinking now. Oh, and now it's not, because the explosion just blew it up out of the water again. Because the Alice is pushing down on it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's despawning now. Oh man, definitely gonna get a second battle here this episode, but unless the next one's super short, it'll only be 2. So yeah, there goes the Pravda. It is despawning. That is an official victory for the Alice protected cruisers by Obscure. Oh, just in time for one of them to die. But anyways, congratulations, Obscure. You'll be moving on to round 2. Your ship was able to defeat the Pravdas. So yeah, congratulations there. I was going somewhere with that, and then my train of thought got derailed. Anyway, condolences, Magma. Your Pravdas put out some serious hurt with those high explosives, but that being distracted by the spawn stick in the beginning, I think, made the complete difference in this match. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut here, and I'll get a second battle going for you guys. And we're back. So for this battle, we've got the Cramp in My Weenus by the Jimmer over here, a very compact little thing that seems to be using docking stations for its weaponry, going up against the Davos class by the Immortal, diamond-shaped hull battleship over here, wooden deck. Has a decent number of guns on it, not the most we've seen, but against something, I'm not sure how, like, this thing's really small, but if you look, let me see, oh, that's the rear. I can't get it off the rear turret. Anyway, that thing is 200,000 materials in that little itty bitty package, so not sure how that happened, but hey, from the depths. So we'll go ahead and get round 1 between these two contestants started and see how things go. Yeah, those are definitely mounted on docking stations. Oh, that rear turret doesn't look like it's going to be able to fire properly. Oh, well, maybe it goes off to the side. I'm not sure. So we'll see what happens. That first shell goes off, and it misses the Davos class entirely. The return fire is not any more accurate. Ooh, and yeah, see the Cramp in My Weenus just shot itself there. Doesn't seem to have done much of anything though. Oh, there we go. There are some hits. Ooh. Oh, that oh, well, there's some heavy armor in there. So, oh, I think I get it. I bet you there's a lot of heavy armor in those turrets. And the Jimmer's negating their weight by having them be on docking stations. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going to have a collision now. Oh, yeah, they're just grinding into each other. And not where the Cramp in My Weenus wants to be. It seems not really able to... Ooh! That turret has been killed and despawned. Oh, now the Davos class is getting rolled over. Oh, jeez. That Cramp in my weenus is being a bit of a bully here. But yeah, it's kind of... I wasn't given... you can see it has different turrets here. The rear turret, central turret, and then the hull. And I wasn't given numbers values for any of those, but they're 4 different vessels. And it's kind of hard to judge how much percentage of each one would be, given that they're so full of heavy armor. So I'm just going to have to do the default, as I mentioned that I would, and say that each thing is 25%. Having a little bit of trouble staying afloat now. Its bow is lifting up out of the water a bit too. I wonder if the center of mass has been shifted by battle damage, which is really easy to do on these smaller ships, especially when they're compact and made of such heavy materials. All those shells look like they're gonna... Oh, yeah, right in the face of that turret. I'm not sure how this front one got popped so easily. Maybe the shell punched in through the front of this armor and blew up the actual docking station, and then it. Why would that make the turret despawn? Unless the AI got killed as well. If the AI died as well, then the construct would become AI dead. So yeah, so far it's Davos 90%. The Cramp in my weenus. Its 2 turrets are at 88 and 85%. The hull is at 88% as well. No shells missed. And the Cramp in my weenus is very... Oh, and I took a hit apparently. But I've got ranks in Brawler now, so it goes away much faster. Thanks for that suggestion. I believe that was Evil for Zergen who gave that suggestion. I could be wrong though, and if I am, I'm sorry. Somebody suggested it, and thank you for suggesting it. The repair bots on the Cramp in my weenus are moving right along. They're fixing that hull up. But the guns are not firing very often anymore. Very occasional shots. This one seems to have taken some damage, which is probably part of the reason. Also, the barrel damage is probably making the failsafe unable to really get a shot off because of the barrel armor. Yeah, the Davos class is still landing the occasional shot. But the Cramp in my weenus seems to have much better repair capabilities. You can see those blocks getting filled in pretty quick. And the Davos class, even though it's not really been getting shot at for a while, its hull is not getting any better. Oh geez, there's a big old section missing here. Oh, it's lost a lot. The Cramp in my weenus has lost a lot of propellers as well. Oh, and now it looks like it's trying to flee straight away. Not sure how good an idea that is. It's turning there now. Yeah, exposing more of your propellers to enemy fire was not a good idea. Looks like the hull of the Cramp isn't... It's got some triangles reinforcing it, but it looks like a lot of the armor is actually up in the turrets. It hasn't seemed to have helped them much this battle, though. Oh yeah, that's why they have repair bots on. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. They have repair bots on the back of the turrets themselves here because they're separate constructs. So the repair bots on the hull won't repair the turrets. That would also explain the pretty good repair rate, because the repair bots are limited in what they're allowed to repair by being on separate constructs. Ooh, the armor got penetrated there. It looks like some more damage may have been done to the turret itself there. Rear turret's down to 63%, central 73%. Hull's all the way back up to 90%. Oh, Davos class just keeps pounding on that one gun. Oh, and that rear turret is 47% now. It is going to despawn. Yep, there we go. That puts the Cramp in my Weenus at 50% if everything else was at 100%. So it basically needs to kill the Davos class to win at this point. Kill or get it disqualified or something in it, but ooh, it's gone dead in the water. Has it lost its... No, it's still got its AIs. It must have lost engine power. With it sitting still like that, it's going to be quite easy for the Davos class to pick it apart. Is that just a pure AP shell with no frags or HE or anything? Huh. See how the Davos class is doing. Haven't checked in on it for a while because it hasn't really been getting shot a whole lot. It looks like its secondary guns have been... Well, this one can't fire from this angle. This one's been destroyed. But its main guns seem to be doing just fine. Oh, actually, there might be some... There is some damage in there. You can see through that hole. Maybe that's why there's the pure HE in it. Oh, it looks like the Cramp in my Weenus has lost all of its weaponry. That is unfortunate. Okay, so it's a sitting duck. Like, if those constructs despawn, there is no coming back. The repair bots cannot fix dead. So this battle is basically over. Just waiting for that official despawn. Because you never know, something could happen in the next minute and 12 seconds. The Davos class could sail out of range somehow or something. So it's not over till the big ship sings. I don't know. That was really lame of me. I'm sorry. I knew it was a bad idea as I was saying it, but I said it anyway. The perils of doing live commentary. Yeah, this one's gonna end up going the distance, I think. I don't think the Davos has enough firepower to despawn the Cramp in the time remaining. Just 15 seconds, well 16 seconds, now 15, yeah, whatever, you know. It's definitely got some good repair abilities on the hull. It fills in those holes pretty quick, but what they really needed to fill in was the engine. And there's the timer. And yeah, that's an obvious victory. It's a 4% thing with just the hulls, and it's lost all 3 of its guns, which are 75% of the blueprint. So yeah, round 1 goes to the Davos class. Spawn in the Cramp in my Weenus. Dirt on out over here to the 1500 meter mark. Okay, in front of it. I'm off to the side a little bit. Okay, there we go. That was a little bit more than what I like to allow. Davos class. Alright. Get the camera set, the clock reset, and go. Round 2, start. See how this one goes. See if the Cramp can do a little bit better this time, or if the shots just got lucky from the Davos class in blowing out that front turret. Yeah, the only having 3 guns on the Cramp is going to severely limit. Oof, and it already shot itself twice. Yeesh. But yes, even if those guns were functioning perfectly and landing every shot with only 3 guns, it's not a whole lot of DPS. Oh, nope, that missed, and the Cramp has shot itself again. So far, I think it's done more damage to itself than, you know, the Davos has done to it, or... Oh, there we go, there's a Davos wanted to hit there, but these things are really heavily armored. They can take some hits, no problem. Oh man, those shells sound like they bounced off the armor. Oh, looks like we've got another collision situation going on here. Last time this happened, this is when it got this close, when the Cramp got this close, is when the guns popped that turret. And they collided. Ooh, yeah. That was a pretty decent explosion there. Well, it seems like they've broken apart now, though, and the Cramp in Milenus is reared up out of the water. He's going a lot faster now. Ooh, that turret just took a big hit, though. Oh yeah, it's going so fast the turrets are having a little trouble staying attached to their docking stations. Looked like they were just about to disconnect. And then the Cramp maybe slowed down or turned, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's intended behavior or not. It does make it a heck of a lot faster and more maneuverable. Yeah, the Davos is definitely having some issues with landing shots on the Cramp now. Oh, it's come to a dead stop. What happened? Okay, now it's going again. I have no idea what that was. Let's see how the Davos is doing. Oh, it took a hit to the superstructure there. No big deal, really. All of its, well, it's lost its secondary gun. Oh, and it's actually lost its the main gun in the back here. Or would that be a secondary, and these would actually be tertiaries? I think that's how it technically would be. Cramp raining in a few shells here and there. Yeah, the Cramp has a serious lack in firepower, though. But with it doing that, going that fast and rearing up out of the water strangely like that, turning a lot, it'll make it really hard for anybody else to hit it. See if those shells land. Yep, got a little bit of a hit there. A nick in the side. If it manages to flood that inside compartment, I bet you that rearing up state will cease. It'll sink down into the water, and drag will pull it down flat again. Again, I'm not even sure that's entirely intended behavior from the Cramp there. But it's so far it's... Ooh, and it just shot itself. It has a really bad habit of doing that. Oh, that shell looks like it's... nope, fell short. These shells look like they're pretty on course to hit that turret. Yep, there we go. Right into the face of that turret. So far it's doing just fine, though. Got some damage in on the things here. But... honestly, it looks like the Cramp is ahead in hit points right now. I'd have to do some actual math to figure it out. But its turrets are 97, 98, and 95, and its hull is 99. The Davos is down to 87. Oh, that turret. Where's it going? What are you doing? Oh, man. It looked like it was about to detach. Oof. And I have no idea where those shells are going. Maybe barrel damage on the gun. Looks like this oh, that's the big gun here got blown off, got popped. All that's left is this frontal secondary. Everything else is down. Which is now giving the Davos class a serious lack in firepower. So this may end up going to a round 3 from the looks of it. But not sure, you never know. There's still 4 minutes left in the battle. Alright, I got a shot off. Let's watch and see if that's gonna land. Oh, the Cramp stopped. That totally would have hit, but it stopped. Just randomly cut its engines. I'm not sure why it keeps doing that, but hey, it worked well for it there. Yeah, the Davos class is in a bit of trouble here with almost all of its weapons down. It's kind of a death by 1,000 cuts from the Cramp, which is 100% at this point. Fully repaired itself. These shells from the Cramp are... Well, it's not really a death by 1,000 cuts because the shells are doing significant damage with each hit. It's just there's not many of them. And that's making things go a little slower for the Davros's, finishing off the Davros. Though it is getting awfully low in the water at this point. It's having some serious buoyancy issues. But it's still trucking, still fighting on. I think that wooden deck is probably helping it keep afloat at this point. If that was a metal deck, it'd probably be sinking with all the holes in its hull. Ooh, and that secondary just got blown clean off. Well, tertiary. Whichever. Davos down to 74%. Cramp at 100%. Yeah, this... Oh, excuse me. Ah, man, that came out of nowhere. It definitely looks like this is going to be a win for the Cramp. I don't see any situation where the Davros could pull the win out for this go around. Which, you know what? I like that. I like it when the battles go 2-1, and it's not like a clear. Well, it's a clear winner, but not a super dominant victor where it's like, well, that battle was kind of boring because there was no tension. Oh, nice shot, Davros. Hit this turret that's way up here for some reason. Gotta admit, that was a nice shot, even if it wasn't the most effective and it's kind of too little too late. Oh, and especially since the front secondary has apparently taken a hit. As soon as I look away from it for 2 seconds, and blam! And there's 22 seconds left on the clock, and then we'll be moving on to round 3, almost certainly. Well, it's unofficially official at this point. We're just waiting for that beep to make it official. Yeah, I don't think the Davos is going to get despawned in the next 6 seconds either. Alright, that's it. Time is up. We are going to a round 3. don't know why I'm scrolling down when I had the ship selected already. Bit of a dirt moment. Okay, and the Cramp Mark III. Alright, the clock is reset. The entries are ready. Round 3, start. Man, this is going to be a long episode with the first battle and then this one going the distance twice, going to a round 3. And, I mean, chances are it'll go the distance again. It's just who's on top when that happens is the question. Davos needs to get some early shots in here and do some damage and knock out those barrels and guns. Oh, that shot missed. But, you know, there goes the Cramp in my weenus, damaging itself again. Oof, yeah, that shell bounced off the water. I've spent a lot of time focusing on the Cramp. Let's try and let's spend some time with the Davos here. Oh, and here comes the collision. Oh, that's probably gonna wreck that tertiary gun there. Or maybe not. It didn't go in anywhere near as deep as I expected. And the Davos is just getting... Ooh, that turret got despawned again, just like that first match. That puts the Cramp in a very awkward and poor position. But the Davos getting rolled over on its side isn't exactly where it wants to be either. Oh, it looks like it may have just shot itself and done some serious damage to itself. Oh no. None of the Davos' guns did that explosion. And oh, we're having some serious FPS issues here. Oh god, they need to separate and stop grinding into one another. This is the sort of situation that causes the game to crash. At least that's what happened with the Handaki and the Amagi. When they got locked together and ground into one another, it just eventually the game couldn't handle it. Okay, with it going this slow, I'm going to pause the timer because time is not moving at the right rate, and it wouldn't be fair to the weenus since it took a big chunk of damage there for me to shorten the match on it and not give it time to fight back and fix itself. But they're locked together pretty tight. The Davos is not really able to do anything in this position. It's trying, but huh. Oh wait, is it actually? I thought I saw the gun shoot. Oh, there's another explosion on the Cramp. Did it just shoot itself again? Or did it doesn't look like the Davos had the ability to actually land any shots there. It's almost sinking. The Cramp is like... Oh, I'm going to start the clock again because they're moving good. Oh, decent. The Cramp was nearly sitting on the Davos and holding it under the water, but now it seems to be coming up. It's actually lifting the Cramp out of the water. FTD physics, how? How you do this? Oh, that's funny. Oh man, that's really funny. Oh, now the Davos is getting pushed further over. May end up capsizing, which would be really bad for it. Okay, we're slowing down again, so let's pause the timer for a short bit. Kind of try and counter the dilation by time dilation caused by FPS lag, because they're stuck together here. Let's get a damage report. Davos is at 97%. Ooh, the central turret's 62%, and the hull is 89% on the Cramp. 97 on the rear turret, though. But with one of those turrets missing, the base hit points of the blueprint become 75%, because there's only 3 of the 4 constructs left alive. And I don't have numbers on them. Oh yeah, it looks like the Davos is getting capsized. I'm gonna go ahead and start the clock again, because it's been long enough. We can let some time tick by. That's a really awkward and bad position for the Davos to be in. I'm just glad the game hasn't crashed. I was really worried about that happening. Yeah, I can barely even move the camera right now. Yeah, the collision damage, however that's determined, really needs some optimization. Because it can take my computer, which handles these, you know, big block battles just fine, and completely slow it to a crawl. By dropping the frames. It looks like they might be separating here shortly. Yep, and the Cramp has separated and pulled away. And the Davos is capsized. But it is not sinking, so it is still in the fight, even though I think it just shot itself. Oh, no, it's putting some shots into the Cramp. It's like, no, screw you. Where do you think you're going? Oh, and the Cramp is sinking now. Oh, no. Yeah, the Cramp is a... Oh. Nope, it's got some of the hull here. I was debating on whether that was officially sinking by my rules or not, because this turret was poking out of the water, but technically it's another construct. It's not connected to the hull here. But the hull is actually poking out. This turret, it's like, oh man, this is an interesting situation. It's not 80% sinking, because I don't think the hull is at 80%. It's at 81. Oh, if it takes another hit or two, though, it will become 80% sinking probably and go down. Despawn. But both ships are trying to shoot at each other underwater, and that doesn't work very well with crams. I don't think it works very well with ABS either. But oh, why did that shell just immediately detonate? That was really strange. The underwater battles. But that's actually kind of funny. The Davos is still managing to do damage because the fragments, when the shell hits the ground, go off and hit the... Oh! Looks like we had one of the turrets despawn from 80% and sinking. I wonder if the... Nope, nothing else is despawning at the moment. That's still that little bit up here, still managing to poke out of the water and make it not sinking by my rules. The Davos is down here, just upside down, firing away. Oh, that was a good hit. If it does much more damage to the Cramp in my Venus's hull, it's probably going to make it despawn. Then again, the repair bots are repairing away. Oh, it is officially sinking by my rules now. Start the clock. Oh, well, stop the clock. Just a little itty-bitty corner poking up. Oh, that's pretty funny, honestly. Just the tiniest little bit going like, no, I'm not dead. Oh, and it's sinking again. Okay. You're gonna stay that way this time? Yeah, it looks like it's leveling out underwater. Possibly. Oh, the Cramp is actually gaining hit points. It's repairing faster than the Davos is dealing damage. Is it still under? Yep. It is still completely submerged. I'm not sure why the shells on the Cramp are immediately detonating like that. That's really strange. Maybe they're inertially fused and the water... Oh, it floated back up, which is basically just in time to keep it from being disqualified. But at this point, I don't think it matters, because there's only 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the battle. And with 2 of its turrets despawned, and its... I mean, even its hull is significantly less than 5%. At this, oh, it has come back up. It has managed to get its buoyancy back. Probably sealed up a compartment somewhere. And it's got a propeller working, so it is moving slightly, limping along. As the Davos still just drops fragmentation shells nearby. Yeah, the Crams are trying really hard to fire at it underwater, but that just does not work. They come out... Oh, it's shooting itself, apparently. But yeah, the shells fire out, and they get... The AI does not account for the extra drag from water. And that's it. So, with the Cramp in my Venus at 88%, and its rear turret at 96%, let's see, that's 4... Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. With those 2 turrets despawned and the hull that damage, it is a clear victory for the Davos class. Those 2 turrets technically account for 50% of the Blueprint's health. So, yeah. It's just, with all that heavy armor on there, I can't really make a good judgment on what the hit points are, and I'm not going to go through and do the math of adding up all the blocks from all of those when I wasn't given those to begin with. So yeah, congratulations, Immortal. Your Davos class has defeated the Jimmers, Cramp, and Myoenus. You will be moving on to round 2, even though your ship ended the 3rd round of the match upside down. Condolences, Jimmer. Your Cramp will be moving down to the secondary bracket. He'll get another shot at this. Honestly, I'll probably terrorize the secondary bracket, because it's I think, honestly, that the Davos got a little lucky with some of those shots when the Cramp got really in close there. I'm not sure why it sailed in so close, but when it got moving and it actually started sailing and doing its maneuvering, it was very hard to hit. I'm just not sure why it did the head-on charge at the Davos like it did, which is what got it killed both times. Well, not killed, but defeated. Anyway, this is a long episode, but it was an interesting one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.